What is going on? I'm going to go over my picks of the day for today, February 1st. And for our strategy today, we're going to be using reverse line movement. If you haven't used reverse line movement before, it's pretty much when these lines that are set by bookmakers, they're going to fluctuate throughout the day to accommodate for the supply and demand towards these picks. And the line moves in a way where you don't expect it to. And that's called a reverse line movement. And I'm going to show this with an example. So the first game that we have today is the Pacers versus the Knicks. And you can see how 81% of the public is putting their money on the game going over, and then 19% is putting their money on the game going under. So you can see where the line opened up at. It opened up at 242. So this number does come from, stats and trends and a lot goes into determining this number right here. But then anytime this value moves after the odds have already been initially set, it doesn't reflect the outcome of the game. Now, these numbers are going to swap a lot throughout the day, mainly because of supply and demand. So in this instance, for example, 81% of the public thinks that the game is going to go over. And so you would think that they would raise this number higher. They would turn this 242 into, 245 or something, because what the bookmakers usually want is they want more of a 50-50 distribution. And if they don't get it, they're gonna tweak this number as much as they can to make the other side more favorable. But in this case, you see reverse line movement. People are already putting their money on the over, and so they drop this number even more, making the over even more appealing. So you can see how reverse line movement works. And so for this game, the bet should be to go under. So whatever value that you have here, it's most likely going to be different for you. I'm sitting here recording at 5:19 in the morning. So whenever you see this line, it's most likely going to be different. But if you do see reverse line movement, then go with the under for this game. That doesn't promise you a win. That's not at all what this is about. But that's not how profit works in sports betting. You're not going to predict the outcome successfully over and over and over again. But this strategy does work over the long term. So this is a classic example right here. We also have an example with the Lakers and the Celtics. So 40% of the public thinks that the money, or they're putting their money on the game going over. And then 60% are saying that the money is going to be on the under. And so that's how the betting trends have been so far. The line opened up at over under 236.5. And with all this money going on the under, you would think this number would go down to accommodate for that. But no, this number went higher. They want to make the under even more appealing than it already is. They want people to keep putting their money here. And so the bet for this game is going to be to bet the over. I already did my due diligence and I looked at every other NBA game tonight. We don't have reverse line movement, but I will be going over these every single morning for major US sports leagues. So be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.